Nestled in the rolling hills of Somerset lies a city where time seems to pause, where Roman stones, Georgian architecture, and modern life converge in perfect harmony. This is Bath. It is a city steeped in history, renowned for its natural hot springs, stunning architecture, and cultural significance. Its story stretches back over 2,000 years.
The English-Roman War, a clash of cultures and ambitions, unfolded in the shadows of history. Picture this. The Romans, masters of engineering and warfare, sought to expand their empire into the misty lands of Britain. They arrived in 43 AD under Emperor Claudius, bringing with them legions, advanced tactics, and a thirst for conquest. The Britons, fierce and proud, rallied under tribal leaders like Caradocus, fiercely defending their homeland. The battles were brutal, with the Romans employing their famous formations, while the Britons relied on guerrilla tactics and local knowledge. One pivotal moment was the Boudiccan Revolt in 60 AD, where Queen Boudica led a fierce uprising against Roman oppression, burning cities and striking fear into the hearts of the invaders. But the Romans were relentless, establishing forts and roads, laying the groundwork for what would become a lasting influence on British culture. The war was not just about territory. It was a clash of ideologies, a struggle for identity that shaped the very fabric of England. The echoes of this ancient conflict still resonate today, reminding us of the resilience and spirit of those who fought for their land.
Long before Jane Austen strolled these streets, before crescents and columns graced the skyline, Bath was Aquae Sulis, the waters of Sulis. Founded by the Romans in the 1st century AD, this city was built around something extraordinary: natural thermal springs. They built a magnificent bathing and temple complex around the natural hot springs, dedicating it to the goddess Sulis Minerva. These Roman baths still stand today as one of the best preserved ancient bathing sites in the world and offer a rare window into the rituals, architecture, and daily life of Roman Britain, revealing a society centered around healing, worship, and community.
To the Romans, these waters were sacred. They dedicated the springs to Sulis Minerva, a fusion of local and Roman deities. People came from across the empire to bathe, to heal, to worship.
In Roman Britain, and especially in the sacred city of Bath, a remarkable ritual took root. Ordinary people, often from the lower ranks of society, turned to the divine in their pursuit of justice. They inscribed their pleas onto small lead or pewter tablets, calling on the goddess Sulis Minerva to expose wrongdoers and deliver retribution. These cursed tablets, cast into sacred waters, carried with them hopes for vengeance, truth, and divine intervention. Between 1979 and 1980, archaeologists uncovered around 130 ancient cursed tablets from the sacred spring beneath Bath's King's Bath, dating back to the 2nd to 4th centuries AD. Now recognized by UNESCO, these tablets reveal a unique ritual. Victims of theft would dedicate their stolen goods to the goddess Sulis Minerva, turning the crime into an offense against the divine. A written curse would follow, demanding punishment for the thief unless the items were returned, then cast into the sacred waters as an appeal for justice. As the empire fell, Bath faded into obscurity, only to be reborn centuries later. During the Georgian era, it would become the playground of the elite. A spa town of grand ambition, inspired by Roman ideals. But it regained importance in the Saxon period. Bath Abbey was founded in the 7th century and rebuilt in grand form by the Normans. By the Middle Ages, Bath had become a centre for wool trade and retained a modest reputation as a place of healing. Bath's golden age came in the 18th century during the Georgian era. Thanks to the popularity of spa culture and the patronage of high society, the city flourished. At the heart of the transformation were 3 pioneering figures: architect John Wood the Elder, ambitious quarry owner Ralph Allen, and Richard Beau Nash, the city's charismatic master of ceremonies. Together, they sparked a rebirth, social, economic, and architectural, that would make Bath a magnet for Britain's elite. They designed elegant streets and crescents, including the iconic Royal Crescent and the Circus, using the gifts of the land itself, steaming hot springs and the soft, golden honey-colored Bath stone. Bath's Roman legacy is carefully preserved. The ancient baths and temple complex are protected within a museum setting, allowing visitors to experience their original purpose and grandeur. These ruins remain a powerful reminder of the city's classical past. Meanwhile, much of Bath's Georgian architecture has stood the test of time. Most of these elegant buildings have been continuously lived in since they were first built, with much of their original craftsmanship still intact. Restorations have been thoughtful and respectful, guided by detailed records and supported by major conservation efforts in the late 20th century. But while the buildings endure, the visual harmony of the cityscape is more delicate. The grand terraces, sweeping crescents, and open squares were designed in conversation with the surrounding hills and skies, an intricate balance of architecture and nature.
The Georgians weren't just building homes, they were crafting visions. The uniformity of Bath stone, the sweeping crescents, their statements of elegance and order.
No exploration of Bath is complete without a nod to its most famous literary resident. Though Jane Austen lived here only a few years, the city left a lasting mark on her fiction and her life. The most famously Jane Austen, who lived in the city in the early 1800s. Her novels, such as Persuasion and Northanger Abbey, capture the social scene of Bath in her time. Today, Bath celebrates its connection to Austen. Landmarks like the Pump Room and Assembly Rooms remain popular among fans eager to experience the world that once inspired one of literature's most beloved authors.
The late Georgian pharmacy, and this was from Majesty Queen Charlotte. She was the wife of George III. See the old picture behind you under the clock? Yes. So before the...
So these are the artifacts?
It's the real thing. No artifacts, the real thing.
Right.
So before the pharmacy, it was apothecary. So Jane Austen, Mum Cassandra Austen, and Queen Charlotte were being treated here. In, I think they've got a date of that. So, and Cassandra Austen, when she came here for a prescription, she's done a small script on top of the bedroom.
And then...
And if you read versions of the
scripts coming up to me,
then
that will be good for you. Okay, cool. I was just wondering what
so in terms of the history, Ham has been here well before Charles Darwin's theory of evolution.
If you hold it, let him take, he's going to take
You can take the... Oh, this is a different one. This is the one which Cassandra Austen...
Mother of Jane Austen.
Jane Austen.
Yes.
Her sister called Cassandra Austen as well. So
Today, Bath remains a living city. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its Roman ruins, Georgian architecture, and vibrant cultural life, yes, but also a university town, a wellness destination, a haven for artists and dreamers.
We're in Bath, World Heritage City, one of the most high prestige heritage cities.
Today, visitors from around the world come to explore its rich history, relax in the modern Therme Bath Spa, and experience a unique blend of the ancient and the elegant. In Bath, past and present are not in conflict, they are companions. The stones may be ancient, but the spirit of the city endures. Timeless. Inviting. Unforgettable. This is Bath. Bath's story doesn't end with Rome or the Georgians. It is a city of continuous evolution, shaped across 2,000 years. In the heart of the city, the soaring medieval abbey stands side by side with Roman ruins, framed by Georgian splendor and the pulse of modern life. Here, past and present coexist, layer upon layer of history, preserved in stone and spirit.